What is up, guys? It's time. Here we go. I'm Shawn.
This is Drew.
Yes, he is. We're at Studio B. That we're calling this Studio B, I guess. We forgot to change the picture there to something cool. That's okay. You can look at rocks with us. We got some rocks.
If you're not driving, yeah.
So this is the top skip its and like they're not good enough to be in the top 10, but they're not terrible. So it's like the medium ground.
Yeah. First
things first. Sub to the channel, and to be entered to win the giveaway, right? You know what? Here, let me just pull this right out of my magic giveaway. We're gonna do for this video. We'll do an Earth One box set with a slipcase.
Cal and I reviewed that. It's awesome.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So comment your like number. So you have to like the video first, comment your like number, and then you'll be entered to win this. Okay. All right. Let's get started. Now, these are in no particular order. These are the middle ground. These are the like if he has one and I have one that's kind of the same, we'll talk about it. Yeah. These are in no particular order at all. Okay. So we'll call this middle number one, I guess.
Yeah.
For when we do the this time separation stamp thing.
Did not read that. Did not want to read it.
Teen Titans Academy. I don't know why you're so against it.
I've got Helm Greycastle.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yep. I'm gonna back out of this one, but this one instead. Helm Greycastle. Let's talk about it. You start, kind sir.
So apparently, it was a Kickstarter.
Apparently it was,
and
which is very clear at the end.
So it's like half the comic is said at the end. And
half the comic, it's like a Dungeons and Dragons manual.
Yeah, exactly. And like that, which is cool if you're into that, I guess. But the story, I'm trying to read this. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. It's a lot of characters, kind of hard to follow. And it's an information overload in just one issue.
They cram a lot
yes.
into this story, like a lot into the story.
Yes,
but it's done pretty well though.
Yeah,
like
art
I could follow along with what's happening. It's the opposite of another book I'm going to get on later, which is just the slowest comic I think I've ever read. It's awful. Spoiler: it's going to be Harley Quinn. God, like wake me up. When the credits roll on this book. But anyway, this one's pretty good. It's just there's a lot, and right in the middle of the story, like there's a ton of backstory. You start in the middle of an adventure. They're trying to save a dude, and they save the dude, and then he tells about how he got knocked out in the first place, and then they decide to go on an adventure to rescue somebody who the dude who was knocked out was trying to save. That's the synopsis. Yes. That almost perfectly sums it up. But there's so many moving parts.
Yes,
but it's done pretty good. It's done pretty good. And then right towards the end, it's a DM's guide for an adventure if you want to play Helm Greycastle and Dragons, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
Or you want to play Dungeons in Helm Greycastle. But anyway, I'm not complaining about it. It's pretty a fresh concept.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. Just not top 10 material. Yeah, not bad. Good job to these guys for making this. Did you want to add anything to that, or
nope? That was pretty much it. You know, it's just I mean, if you like, if you like Dungeons and Dragons, it's for you.
Okay, show your next one because I might have
it. G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah, I didn't even read that. Go ahead.
It's just another
the greatest American hero. I'm sorry, I can't. Every time he says G.I. Joe, I just can't.
It's a fun, okay story. It deals with the Baroness early on in the G.I. Joe comics. She's on a mission. She deals with a triple cross essentially with one of the Cobra Elite, and
it's not even a sexy cover.
No, not really. There's another sexy cover.
She looks kind of ugmo.
Yeah, enough. Yeah, the face is a little too roundish, and that nose is it's a schnossage.
Just saying.
It's schnossage. But it's
schnossage.
Yeah, schnossage. Yeah. But
you're a schnossage.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that is not a snossage right there.
Not a snossage.
That's a snossage.
Teen Titans Academy. It was very enjoyable. I really liked it. I liked the first one. I like this one. It's lighthearted, but there's the Red X is so remember this. We already know what happens in Future State, right? Everything goes to shit. There's a big thing that happens the academy's blown up. They have huge regrets for what they did or didn't do. Red X plays a big part in it. And Nightwing's basically like, you guys see my mask? I don't know what happened to it. There's a really good scene where him and Cyber are kind of arguing, and in the background you see the students going crazy fighting Beast Boy. Is pretty cool. But I really enjoyed it. It's pretty good. It's just not top 10 material. Again, not bad at all. Not a bad cover either. Cal Nagu, I believe, cover. Please forgive me if I got that wrong. Pretty sure that's him. But yeah, not bad. Oh no, I'm sorry, that is definitely not Cal Nagu. I don't have enough light in here. Is that Tan?
I don't think it's Philip Tan.
That's Philip Tan.
That's Philip Tan.
That signature, yeah, that does not look like Philip Tan at all. That's Philip Tan. My bad.
Where's the signature?
On the over here in the mountains.
Oh crap! It is him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Geez.
Holy bejubals!
Wow.
So anyway, there's number 2. Number 2, not bad. If you like it, read it. It's not skipping material. Okay, number 3. What do you got? Number 3.
Go with...
We're doing that for my man over here who does the timestamps. Number 3.
Ruby Justice League.
Oh, yeah,
I guess. I mean,
I'll talk about the.
I'll say this: I didn't hate it. I mean, I'm going to assume if you're into this stuff, you'll like it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I couldn't care less. I didn't care for seeing Clark Kent as a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I suppose if you're into that sort of thing, you'll enjoy it. I don't understand the appeal, but I'm sure there are people out there who will like it.
Yeah, that one's in my skip. It was bad enough to me to where I tried to read it.
Okay.
I'll talk more about the skip later. So the first 2 stories are there's 4 stories in this. You have this one in there?
Actually, yes, I did.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, you'll have one more. There we go.
There we go.
We'll still stay on number 3. So there's a Riddler story in here. It's a choose your own adventure Riddler story.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it because I spent a ton of time go to panel 18, go to panel 7. Oh, Riddler wins. And I went back. I read it like it was a choose your own adventure. And you quickly, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but eventually you kind of figure out like, this was really good. Like, this was really good. The other 2 stories are kind of meh. I mean, they're the 3 stories. Sorry.
I like the Nightwing story at the end.
It was okay. It was okay. You're a big Nightwing fan.
Yeah.
So you're either super critical or you like the Nightwing stuff.
Someone actually got Nightwing right. Who would have thought?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a heartfelt story, but again, I'm not a big Nightwing fan, so I'm kind of like,
but
whatever.
But then again, why is it in a Batman book? It should be.
Yeah.
It should be a Nightwing.
Yeah, and I like the Jenny Frison cover. I thought was really solid.
And often she does Batman.
Yeah, not often at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really kind of like it.
Chose the Gary Frank.
Yeah, the Gary Frank was definitely a good one. I was just happy to see Frison do something different besides
a hot lady.
Besides a moody female cover. Anyway, yeah, the Riddler story is really good. It almost made, if it wasn't for Riddler story, it would have made my skip it's. Aside from that, it's okay.
Yeah.
If you got the whatever bucks, what is this? $5? I don't even know how much it is.
Yeah, I think it's
probably $5. Got the $5 for it, go for it. Okay, next one. What do you got?
Bill, King of Serpents.
Oh, I didn't even read that. Do you have this one? Oh,
yeah, it's actually it's in my top 10 for
this
later.
is in my main. Okay. I'll start with this. So I liked it. I did like it. It just got bumped out of the top 10. It wasn't solid enough for me to be top 10. It's 90s X-Men. It's X Factor. The Simonsons are doing it. It's really good. I got nothing bad to say about it. It just got bumped out of the top 10 because it was just it's good to see Jean Grey drawn with some curves again. That was a nice thing to see. Just didn't make top 10. Still good though. What do you got?
Bell, King of Serpents. They're dealing with the other universes crossing over with one another. Villains are crossing over, but the art on the inside is kind of meh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because that's a solid Nakayama cover.
Yes, the cover is amazing, but the inside art, it's like
just meh? Not there, huh?
Not there, and the story is meh. Not as good as the other ones.
Okay. I feel you. Yeah. I got you. Okay. Next, middle of the road. Oh, no way. I have this. Is it in yours?
No.
Okay, he has. Oh, we gotta say that we keep.
Okay, Nuclear Family number 3.
Nuclear Family number 3. I have Darth Vader number 11. So I'll start this one. Okay. Good story. Just you get to see. It's basically a Star Wars kaiju, kind of. Really, they have these gigantic monsters. They're Emperor and Vader are throwing at each other, and you always wonder why doesn't Darth Vader just kick the Emperor's ass? And this it's been explaining it. But this is definitely a wrap up to this whole Emperor teaching Vader lessons story. I've enjoyed it. No complaints. Just got bumped out of top 10. So go ahead.
So this was, and don't get me wrong, it's a good read. But for me, the twist, one of the twists we get in this, it wasn't a twist I was expecting or necessarily wanted.
Okay.
It was like, I don't want to spoil what it is, but I'm just like, okay, I'll go with this. I don't know why this is here. Doesn't feel like it fits, but okay.
Okay.
But it's still an interesting read. Granted, it just kind of like, for me, it kind of took a left turn, like a left turn I didn't want to make. Hopefully not leading to a U-turn, but it's okay.
Yeah, I didn't get that too much. It's in my top 10. I'll say my thoughts on it later. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, next, what do you got?
Detective Comics.
I have Spawn.
Okay.
Go ahead, you start.
So once again, this is a good read. Don't get me wrong, it's a good read. But my problem is, you brought it up earlier with the Teen Titans. We already know where this world is going. DC has already said future state is happening. This is happening. So there's really no suspense in when we know what's going to happen to Bruce or the magistrate. We see it all being set up here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not spoiling anything.
They keep dropping little hints too on the posters and stuff, and Batman kind of becomes slowly being criminalized.
Yep. And the founder of the magistrate being like, "Don't worry, I got your back, Mr. Mayor, Commissioner. Don't worry." But it's like, there's no suspense there for me. Yeah. We know what's going to happen. But
Spawn, they wrap up the Spawn story where they've been fighting the giant spawns, and then Plague Spawn shows up. They've been fighting for a while. It's been a while. And they wrap it up finally. And now we'll see what happens next. It's just kind of, if you like Spawn, get it. There's some great covers. I chose this cover. I feel like this cover was definitely stronger than the other covers. I like his little demon little dudes on the chains there. That's kind of cool. And he looks super badass. You got Spawn walking across some desert like he's
just strutting,
about to kick someone in his ass. But anyway, there we go. Next, keep it moving. We're trying not to drag this out.
And Action Comics.
Okay.
30.
I have this one. Oh, this one, which is Empire Strikes Back. I'll talk about this. So this isn't a comic book. There's no story in it. What? This is all the covers. Remember, for all the Star Wars, they've been doing the variant covers for all the issues. This is basically, it tells Empire Strikes Back in order the covers were released for all the different variants. So all the different Empire, remember they have, so in case you're not following along, every Star Wars book has pretty much two variants with it. One is John Tyler Christopher's action figure variant. Almost everyone has that. And the other one is the Star Wars 40th, is it 40th anniversary, 50th? God, 40, don't tell me I'm that old.
Probably.
40th anniversary, 40th anniversary covers. 40th anniversary covers there's a variant which has a famous scene from from the movies in there. And it basically tells the movies based on those scenes, like as the variants go. So this compiles all of those variant covers in order from the beginning to the end of the movie. It's really kind of cool. But I mean, if you like it, get it. And then the artist talks about his process and the concepts and how he did it, which I really enjoyed reading that part. I don't know the price. Let me look at the price for you.
I'm gonna guess $3.99.
Oh, good Lord, no! This is a thick book. This is $6, $5.99. But it's a double-sized issue. So if you like it, get it. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's definitely something you should add to the collection. There's a lot of variant covers to this. I chose the Yoda. Looking for a variant? Found a variant you have. Okay, so Superman, go for it.
Action Comics 1030. Yes, I went with the Tedesco cover. I really like this cover. But don't get me wrong. This is another one I did like. Yeah, I really liked it. Honestly, this would be my number one. It would have been my number one. But like I just said with Detective Comics and you Teen Titans, we already know what's going to happen. I mean, there's no suspense here. I mean, we've already seen it in the solicitations for July. John's going to be Superman. They're bumping Clark out.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's like I'm still like, not yet.
I'll say my thoughts on that later. I enjoyed it. Like I said,
it's a great issue. It's still a great issue.
Yeah, I like the cover too. Okay, next.
So we're onto the Skip-Its?
No, I have a couple more.
Oh, you have a couple more? Okay.
Yeah. Shadcraft. I enjoyed it. I liked it. The girl has her shadow. The shadow's her brother. It gets less cool, but it's very much a family book. It's very much rated T. Your kids can read it. You can read it. It's fun. It's not bad. You should get it if you like the first one. Continues the story pretty well. Cable. Here's a little surprise for you. I read all the X books because I'm a huge X-Men fan. There's one I just had. It's probably my skip-its. But Cable, this is so good. They're talking about Strife. Now remember, Kid Cable, who's Cable, they're all the same in the timelines. This is what I loved about the X-Men was the whole time travel craziness in the 90s, right? He kills Adult Cable. Well, Adult Cable, he doesn't come back, but he's in the end of this issue. They're not reviving his body or anything, but he's in there, and they're kind of alluding to. It's so funny because he has an issue. He talks to Emma about it. He's like, Emma, Strife, I left that timeline where I stopped Strife. Well, Strife is there now, kicking everyone's ass. He's ruling that timeline now. I need to get back there. I feel bad about leaving him to rule everything. And I was like, go talk to your dad. She goes and talks to Scott, and Scott's like, oh, we got to go check on these mutants causing some trouble. And they're basically arguing about whether he should go back to his timeline or not while they're fighting these bad guys. Almost like the bad guys think they're all badass and talking shit, and they're like, whatever. And they're like arguing with each other. It's a really cool scene. And it's just good to see like Scott can interact with Nathan as a dad. You know, it's really kind of cool.
And there's one more issue, right?
I think so. More? Yeah, they're definitely this was good. I really like this issue. I felt like all the history that they've been abandoning and ignoring is it's being recognized again. Thank you. Maybe they're taking a hint from the success of the X-Men other stuff. And then my last one, Geiger. You just got to get this. This is the second print to Geiger. You got to get it. I highly advise it. There's a 1 in 25 to this. It's going for about $100. So pick up if you can afford the 1 in 25. Get it. But this book has legs. It already is really good. Second printing, you got to pick it up. Okay, skip it. So skip it.
I only had 2 skip-its this week.
I had 5.
You had 5? Okay, like I had a hard time finding skip-its. I'm like, this was a decent week.
It's a great time to be a comic fan because this is what our 3rd or 4th week in a row where we're like, there's a lot of really good stuff out there.
Yeah.
A lot of really good stuff out there.
And like I said, my mezz you may truly love. You may be able to look past those things like the timeline of the future state and see like, this is still a great read. But me, I can't get past the future state.
Okay, show yours.
All right,
show your first one.
The Marvels.
Ooh, okay. Shame on you. You already talked about this one, so I'll pull it up. Ruwoobi.
Yeah.
Ruwoobi. Okay, I'll start. So Superman is a kid in this world, and he gets his powers only during the day because he's a Superman vampire, but it's from dust, which powers this world. And then there's a Wonder Woman kid that shows up at the end, and I don't know what happened to the other Superman kid. He gets punched really hard by one of the girls that say they got powers too, and they're talking about they're cool too, but you're super cool. And it's just, I could care less, man. I stopped reading it halfway through. I was like, I can't even do this. I could care less. Buy it for your kids.
Yes.
If you want to confuse them about who Superman and Wonder Woman are,
yes.
Let them know it's not the real world, the real world, the real DC world. Just, I didn't like it at all. I mean, I can recognize when something's a kid's book, but this is just so bad. I mean, come on. Anyway, not bad if you're a 9-year-old. Go ahead.
So the Marvels.
Yep.
There's at least 6 different stories going on in this.
Yep.
And there's no connectivity
6?
At all. Yes, there's 6 at least. 6. And there's no connectivity at all whatsoever. With
I feel like the connectivity is coming. This is like foreplay.
This foreplay, this is a waste of money on the foreplay.
Because issue number 2, they have all the different ones. All the storylines are in the background in the solicitation for issue 2, and then you see in the front.
But if you're reading this, you're going to be like, if you don't know about that next issue,
true,
the solicitations, you may be like, what does this story have to do with the other one, or the other one,
Stay
or the
with
other
it.
one,
Stay
or the
with
other
it.
one?
Stay with it, true believers. Hopefully, number 2 will have it totally redeemed itself for you on this one.
Maybe, yeah.
And this made my top 10 because it's a huge key. So, there we go. Next one. What do you got for your next one? Maybe I have
my only other one.
Oh, so I didn't even read that one. So I have a few I can bitch about here. I'll save the worst one for last. This is really bad though too. New Mutants. I tried, guys. I tried so hard to read it. It's like it doesn't know what the art wants to be. It's like a Sienkiewicz type style art, but badly done. So it's just shitty art. Maybe they're trying to go with that style for New Mutants. Nobody wants that style anymore. And maybe work for New Mutants 1 through 20. Doesn't work now. And I just give a shit less. Can we have some character evolution here? Like, and I don't want to see the what's his name? From Farouk I just forgot his name, from the X-Men bad guy, Shadow King.
Oh,
Shadow King. I don't want to see. I know. Krakoa is a haven for all mutants. I got it. The Shadow King is a super, super bad guy. He always has been.
Yeah, he's always looked like on the astral
it's
plane.
It's a little different. Like when Apocalypse joined the fold, it was a big epic moment. And this guy's just kind of like, "Hey, I'm the Shadow King. You want to go help me? You want to go help me fix some kids that are psychically having some trouble? Sure, let's go do it." Stupid. Stupid. Don't even bother. Cable was a million times better than this crap. Just please be done with New Mutants. Stop it. Just stop it.
If you want to read Shadow King done right, read the old Chris Claremont stuff.
Yes.
270s, 280s. It's great.
You know, just in some stories, they don't have to be told. They're so insignificant. I don't care what's happening with the New Mutants. It's not interesting. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This comic is beyond silly and stupid at this point.
Oh, really?
Yes. You get between Spider-Man webbing up his behind because Conan ripped off his pants.
Oh, man.
To Conan helping Rhino rob a bank, and I'm looking at the title. I'm like, isn't this called the Savage Avengers? Why is he robbing a bank with Rhino? This does not.
The whole premise behind this was it was supposed to be like the darker, Avengers being
hardcore,
being savage.
Yeah,
no savageness.
No savageness.
When Spider-Man's webbing up his butt, that's not savage.
No,
that's ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
If you think about the science behind that, that would just make his butt cheeks stick together, and it'd probably make his balls stick in there too, and he wouldn't be able to move around. That would hurt. You ever get your balls like stuck in your underwear in a weird way, and you're like, oh man, and you're trying to dig them out of there. Yeah. Imagine putting webs down there.
No, I can't imagine. No, it's
awful.
It's terrifying.
Is this a female writer?
No, it's great.
Dugan. Oh, come on, Dugan.
No, I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Maybe he gives free balls all the time. He doesn't understand. Okay, are you done?
I'm done.
Oh my God, I'll save the worst for last. Silk. Are you even bothering to read this?
No, I'm not.
Well, if you did, it would be in your skip it's because it is terrible. It's terrible. I don't care. She's fighting this giant cat-looking thing on the cover. In-Hyuk Lee made this thing look 100 times cooler than it actually is in the comic. It looks terrible.
Couldn't tell if that was a bat or a cat or something.
It's weird. I mean, it's in a board and bag, so it's getting a weird glare, but it's just so bad. Just don't even bother reading Silk. Just please don't. Get the Rose Beach cover, which is super great this week, and just skip the nonsense. Fantastic Four.
I tried reading that and I just gave up. I'm like, so tells you that would have been a skip it. I tried reading it. I gave up.
I thought this was going to be a fun issue. It's the last issue before Doom's wedding when he's marrying Victorious, and they're supposed to go to this universe where all these things, the words come to life. I totally forgot what it's called. The Oma Papa Lapa Dupulus verse or something.
Onomatopoeia universe?
Yeah. Onomatopoeia universe, right? Well, no. I thought every time, like if he clapped him on the shoulder, it would say like, Krapow!
Yeah.
No, they're still having Ben and Reed they saw some future where they fight and they're trying to make up and I don't care. There's nothing happening. Nothing happens. Don't buy this. Nothing happens. And last one, this unforgiving pile of complete garbage. Even this great cover by Derek Chu cannot save this cover.
Whoa, irredeemable.
It's so bad. Wow. Stephanie Phillips, can you stop? There's almost 3.5 pages revolving around them getting coffee. All for her to forgive this dude who was in like a clown gang. And Hugo Strange is being appointed as this government official. And then Harley's mad because he got forgiven, but she didn't. Officially, it's like, no, just stop. And it's so slow. It's so slow. The jokes are stupid. Harley's written like she's some ridiculous, unintelligent juvenile. And the story's so slow. It's ridiculous. I hate it. I hated it. I absolutely hated it.
Sounds like an American Andolfo comic from when she was at Marvel. Friend She-Hulk.
I
sitting around eating food. That's it.
Don't buy this. Like, F this book. Don't buy this book. Unless you want to F it. Go for it if you're into that. Okay.
By the cover.
Yeah. That's it for this one. Now we're going to take a break and we're going to film. We'll change the scenery. Thanks for joining us. As always, you guys make this a lot of fun. To win Earth One, you know what to do, right? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your like number. We read all the comments. I love all the comments. I can't reply to all of them, but I love reading them. Like I always say, I like hanging out with you guys in the comment section. Until next time, you know what to do. Buy what you like, collect what you want. We just booked 3,000 subscribers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys are kick-ass. You make this worthwhile. It's like 80 degrees out in Indiana today. I want to be home in my pool, but instead I'm here reading comics and doing this because I love doing this for you guys. You make it fun. So until next time, click the little thing over there for end broadcast. Buy what you like, collect what you want, and we'll see. Click it and it'll say, are you sure? Yep.